Go half empty. Oh, that's fine. These morning ones are better for me. I do better on, so that's fine. Things happen. No apology necessary. We all have lives, so. Oh, that's all right. Let's see. I'm just adjusting the suspension on this a little bit. I changed out the speed control on it yesterday. I put a programmable one in it, and then it dawned on me, which I did it just before I come on here. I didn't do the ESC setup properly as far as working with the controller, so it took a few minutes. When you these hobby wing, when you put them in, you have to turn radio on, turn the controller on, hold the button. Then you use the little button on it, and while it's in neutral position, you hit the button once and it'll flash. Then you give it full throttle, then you hit that little button again and it flash. Then you put it in reverse, you hit the button again and it flash 3 times. Then you turn it off and turn it back on at the program. Well, dummy me, I only got like that. Well, this truck has it, that truck has it, this truck has it, and that truck has it. So I got 4 trucks now, that same speed control, and I forgot to do it properly in this one. So now it's done. So I like these hobby wing ESCs only because they're programmable, and the difference between these and the speed controls like the yellow truck. I mean, it would you had, and the same as the Traxxas truck here. The Traxxas, I put one in there. Is you low speed? It seems like the Traxxas wouldn't go that slow. Like if you just want to kind of crawl over something, it wouldn't do it with the speed control that was in it. So I took that out and I put the same, which is in this truck now, and it's able to go slower and everything else. And like drag brake on these were there's supposedly a way to adjust or set them for crawling, but you can fine tune them better with the hobby wing. So now it has a drag brake of 50%. So when you take off, like going down a hill, you pull the throttle back, maybe going too fast, the drag brake will kick in and slow it down, so it doesn't slam to a stop. And that's why I like using them. And plus they're programmable. So yeah, so I got these all basically are all programmed the same. Even this Jeep is. It allows you to make them run them more of a like a scale vehicle. They work better than before. So that it runs more like a scale truck. It ain't going either jerky going down a hill or super fast. Yeah, I mean it still performs the same. As a matter of fact, I think if anything, this truck here I gained a little performance on of it. It seemed like putting this change the speed control out. So I'll have to wait till the weather breaks to make sure. But also this is not a rock crawler. It's not a race truck. It's a scale 1941 Willies truck. So what I'm trying to say, it's going to run more scale. It's going to run more like a real Willies Jeep. So I got this all done yesterday. Then I ordered up. They give you 2 packs, so they give you these things here. And unfortunately, I don't know if I'd ever have a need for this half, but they're only like $7. The other ends, I put one on here, and I put one on the yellow truck. And the yellow truck originally had where the heck did I put it? This thing on it. When I made up, I made this up front the yellow truck. So now I bought one that is more like you know, is this style. So it's a little bit neater looking. So, and it takes up less room. So I just quick made this up when I got the truck because I didn't have these adapters like this. So now it's all done. So, yeah. Um, yeah, I got 13 watching, 2 thumbs up. Yeah, this is, I don't know if you've been here before. Hello there, how are you? Not much. But this was truck here is not really going to be anything more than what it is. I have no plans to, because 2.2 wheels will fit on it. And I've experimented, looked at it, but no, I'm not going to be changing this truck around and making it into like a modern old rock crawler style. It's going to stay the way it is. Yeah, double tap your screen if you're on your phone. But this is going to stay a military looking truck. I have no plans. And I've officially, Kimimoto, um, she goes by the name of Elvis Lynn. Her name is Wuhan. And she told me that she no longer works for Kimimoto. So my collaboration with Kimimoto is kind of on hold right now until I don't know if they transfer her accounts to somebody else and they'll contact me or what. So so my collaboration with Kimimoto is kind of on hold right now, but that's okay. She's a real nice person to work with, and she says that all of her accounts they're going to get to somebody new, then they will be contacting people, influencers and stuff like that. So I'll just be probably working with somebody else. So, but I it was nice of her to do that. So, yeah. Um, so, yep. That's here's my 41. I liked this truck from the day I saw it on the thing, and I kept looking at it. I said, "Man, I'd like to have it. Man, I'd like to order one. Man, I'd like to have one." And I just finally decided to do it, and I ordered the top. The canvas top doesn't come with it, by the way. But I decided to get it, and but the end result is my RC car purchases are done for the year. I have no plans to buy anything new unless somebody sends me something out of my own pocket. It's time to get ready for other things. And one of my expenditures I'm looking at is at least $8,000 that I'm planning on getting for myself because I want to do a bicycle ride from my house here to Grand Rapids, which is about 107 miles each way. And I'm looking at what they call a Velocycle, and I found one, and I've been talking to the guy about it, and it's about 2 hours or 2.5 hours away from here, and it's a used one, but it's got low miles on it. They're extremely. If you go to YouTube and type in Velocycle, you'll see what they are, and this is a um, oh my God, I forgot the name of it. Oh my God, what is it? Brain fart. But it has like a racing hood. It has a different hood. It snaps on it, so only your head sticks out of the bike. It's carbon fiber body on it. It's strictly all pedal power. It it's like it's a real nice aerodynamic recumbent. Is what it is. It's a recumbent bike, but it's in a carbon fiber shell. And they're known. They're made in Romania, but they use them in Germany. They use them in the Netherlands. A lot of people have them over there, and I was going to go through an importer to get one where this guy, you give him the order. He goes over there and he fills a container up with them and he brings them home, has them shipped over here. Uh, to do that, it was over $14,000 for the bike. So I found one on, believe it or not, Facebook Marketplace, and I've been talking to the guy, and he seems pretty. He says, "Yeah, obviously the weather's not good for riding right now, but he says you're more than welcome." And he gave me his address, phone number. He did not specify, you know, can you send me money, then I'll send you the bike type deal, like what most scammers do. He was pretty easy going. So I'm going back and forth. I have a way to haul it here. I can haul it in my truck. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. It has these bikes will run. We're talking kilometers now for those that are British, because that's usually how they measure the speed on these bikes. 34 kilometers an hour, 28 to 34 kilometers an hour, basically on good flat surfaces. And uh, the record speed for this, it's a basic, that's what it is, Velo bike basic. The record speed for this bike is 105 kilometers, which is 72 miles an hour. They'll do downhill, so yeah. Yeah, you don't see them every day. No, I'm not going to make changes on it. It's going to stay the way it is. Matter of fact, the campground across the street from us, they have Fourth of July parades and all that. What I'll do is I'll get miniature United States flags and I'll put it on it, and I'll ride in a buddy of mine's golf cart, and I'll let it run it ahead of us, and they'll be in the parade. So yeah, I have another Willys right there's another Willys Jeep. This one here is, I didn't have as much invested in it, so I didn't care. This one here, I changed out the wheels on it and that, but yeah. So here's another Willys Jeep. Same thing as an MB. MB has the tools, and this has a top as well. So yeah. Well, it ain't gonna happen right away. It's gonna happen. I'm actually thinking about. I don't know. I've been tossing back and forth. Be my first ride a distance like that, and um, I'm gonna do it early summer when the weather's not too hot but not too cold either. So that's what was my plans. Like I say, it's 6 hours, 7 hours. I'll be riding. I'll have stops. I got have stops, but that bike you can ride it 20 miles fairly easy and fairly fast. So it's 100 and I think 107 miles, but it might be longer because I'm going to be taking a different route than I normally do, because they got a trail called the Mississauga Trail, and that's about 30 miles south of here, 30 plus. But in order to get to it, I got to go off course, and I take that, and it goes through a town called Ravenna, then it goes through Conklin, and you end up in Marne. Then I'll take the back roads. That way, I can avoid a lot of the main traveled roads, as you know, and it will, like I said, well, it takes me 2 hours by car, and this thing here, if I do say 20 miles an hour, you can do the math, you can figure out, then you got to allow a little stop here, a couple stops here and there, but uh, about 6, 7 hours to do it. Yeah, and they're expensive. They don't give them away. I mean, this one's got, I think he said 500 miles on it, and but it he sent me more, texted me more photos of it, and it's pretty clean looking. There's no marks on it. He took well care of it. Matter of fact, we going back and forth, and I told him that I'll get a hold of our banker, and we'll get it figured out. And he had it for 85, and he got down to 8. And I said, I'm not going to screw you down anymore after seeing the pictures. And I said, I'll get my bank this week or next week. I said, be the best. And he said, that's fine. He'll pull it off Facebook, and I still got his information. And I said, I'll get with you next week, because he's had it on Facebook for over 3 months, because that's a bike that not everybody's gonna know what it is. So he said he'll pull it. Then I told him I'd get with the bank and arrange the money, and then I'll get my truck and load up and head over. It's in Owasso, Michigan, is where it's at, and then I'll head over there and pay him for it, and we'll load it up and bring it home here. Then be one more expensive toy. But I'm 68 years old. One of my bucket lists has always been, I wanted to do a ride from Grand Rapids, Michigan, where their house is, to Ludington here, and I kind of always wanted to do that. And I have a buddy of mine, but I don't think he really wants to do it that far. And with this bike, it's be doable, you know. So, yeah. Yeah, well, this is a completely enclosed. You can enclose this bike. It has what they call a racing cover on it, so it's all completely enclosed. You can turn off the air. It has a like a ram air set up in the front, and you got a cover. You can turn it off. They call it a bug zapper, and it has a little flipper lever so you can turn off the airflow. And supposedly they stay fairly warm, because obviously you're riding, you're generating heat too, so they stay pretty warm inside. So, but yeah, that's kind of what I've been thinking. I've been for the last 3 weeks, and I started looking just recently, and I found one. Otherwise, I'd have to go to uh, Minnesota to this broker guy to get one. And he actually had one sitting there, a new one, and um, it, the one I'm looking at is kind of a yellow color. It's kind of a cool looking bike. It's 3 wheels. They make them. They make a Quattrovella. They make a 3 wheel one, and this is a 3 wheel bike. The 3 wheel bikes tend to be faster, because it's under 60 pounds it weighs, so it has that's where the carbon fiber comes into play, so it's lighter. And matter of fact, when you get in it, there's a certain way of getting in it, because you don't want to put too much weight on the under flooring of it, because it's all carbon fiber. So they even tell you when you get into it, you got a reinforced area. You put your feet there and slide into the seat. Then you can put your feet up and clip them into the pedals. And it has what they call tiller steering. You unclip it, it stores up, and you get in the bike, you unclip it, and you bring it down, puts it in your lap, and it looks like a handlebar, a short handlebar, and that's how you steer it. Turn radius is crazy, not good, but they're not built for that. They're built to go fast. So, yep. Yeah, if you go to YouTube and just type in Velomobile, you'll see them. Um, you'll see them with the racing hoods on them and everything else. This comes with a racing hood. It comes with you can take the hood off it. It comes with a piece that encloses the opening just where your head's exposed. Then it even has a storage cover that goes on there. So if you're going somewhere, and you can put this on there and snap that, and it completely seals it up. So and it all fits on the bike. So, yep. But yeah, um, I just thought I'd pop on here today. Yesterday I did pretty good. I ended up, I don't know, a lot of people, a lot of views from my morning live stream. So, and yeah, so it comes and goes. Some days you get them where everybody's in, and you get days where it's not. So, this live stream is going to be a short one, most likely. Then that which means my afternoon live at 2 o'clock or so will be the busier one. It's usually how it goes. For some reason. So, because I do get people from Europe, and I don't know what time zone it is over there, but but yeah. We got 13 watching, 4 thumbs up. Thank you very much for coming in, guys. Like I said yesterday, I did go through all the shocks and adjust the shocks on this. I put a new speed controller in it. I put a quick run in it. I kind of like them. I got 4 trucks now with them in. And I put that in it, and it's ready to go for the summer. We got our soldiers sitting in there. You can see them. Bud and Levon are sitting in there. So, yeah. This is an MB. The difference between this is a 41, which is actually a 41 and a half to 42, anti-aircraft light. But this one here is an MB. MB typically has a shovel and an axe on the side of them. That's how you tell an MB. MB doesn't mean military. Uh, you know, people think, well, it's MB, so it means military. No, it means it's a Model B. Willies is what this is. So that's all it means is Model B. Nothing, nothing military. There is no identifiers on these trucks to say that they're Willies. They first come out, they had the Willies on the stamped on the back, and the military says, no, you can't do that. We're buying these trucks, and we don't want any identifiers on them. So they, in 42, they took the Willies off the vehicles. And reason, if you see them around, they're all beat up, rusted out. When they built these trucks, they had to meet a certain weight requirement. And so they did one layer of primer. That's it. Primed them one layer of OD green. And that was it. And that was the only protection they had on it. That's why they rotted out. And you don't see that being in good shape is because they they did that. And the other thing, it's the 41 was called a slack grill, and it looked like 1 by ½ inch steel bent and just welded together to make a grill. That's what the 41s are supposed to have. This is a stamp grill, which means 42 had the stamp grill. So this is actually, I'm going to say this is late 41, early 42. So if that makes sense. So, yep. So, but yeah, the handles. There's a handle there. There's a handle here in the corner. That is right. What these were, if they got stuck and they were in a convoy, they could get 6 soldiers, and they would one guy grab here and the others would grab here, and they grab wherever they could. They could literally pick the back end of this Jeep up and move it out of the spot it was stuck, set it back down, and take off. And yeah, and as far as the rope, that's actually what they did back then. They didn't. The only closest thing they had was snaps were on the windshield area, but that's what they did. They just put a rope through the canvas and tied it to the rail just like that. That's how they did them. So then then they got creative. They cut a window opening in so they could look out the back end of it when they're driving. So it has a jerry can in the back and a spare tire as well. The dimples in the rims. These were actually they built these with two-piece rims. That way, if they had a flat tire, they could change them on, pull the tubes out of them because they were tube tires. They could pull the tubes out of them and repair them alongside the road and put new tubes in it. And then they just bolt the rims back together and air them up. They were on their way. So, and they didn't have electric air compressors. They had the kind the old-fashioned style, like a lot of people here know about. They used to air up the tires on these. So, yeah. These are non-directional skinny tires. You can see them right there. And even on this truck, I ran it on the trail with these tires already and in sand. These tires do work extremely well. Not a lick of trouble with them. Pine needles, they tend to slip a little bit, but other than that, sand and rocks, they seem to work well. They're a soft tire, and they're kind of a sticky tire. And these are beadlock rims that these tires are on, so you can take them off. You can see how they're a soft tire, and they work well for this truck. Like I say, I just changed out the ESC in this truck, and it has a hobby wing in it now. The only thing is I tried to. What's on this side here is you can see the wiring right there. Get my hand out of the way here. You can see the battery hookup wire. Tried to keep it out of the way, keep it hidden as much as possible. So, but yeah, that's that there is actually a fire extinguisher. That was not a air pump. That's a fire extinguisher that they put on them. So. You can see the inside of it. You can see my soldier here. Soldiers in there. They actually are worth more than the Jeep is. So, yeah. And it's pretty scale. See how his knee is? See the cowl or the dash, top of the dash? See how it's lower? Actually, right here. That is spot on. They made these low because they had to fit them in airplanes. They had put them on skids and they dropped them out of airplanes, and about an hour and a half, the soldiers could pick them up, quick assemble them, fire them up, and take off with them. And so they made them low, the highest point. Even there's no opening tailgate on these. That seat was actually made to fold down, so the highest point when it was unassembled is where the windshield is. And actually they had a canvas that would fit over this, and when they had it folded down so it wouldn't shine, they made it like a canvas cover that would go over this to protect the glass. You can see these here. The idea of them there is they had brackets that would come down. They could open each windshield up individually so that they could shoot through it if they had to. Rather than shoot up your windshield, you raise the windshield up and shoot. And that's the idea of those little brackets right there. No electric windshield wipers. They were manual. Later on, as they went into thing, they went to a vacuum system. But when they first come out, they were manual windshield wipers. And you reached up with your hand and flipped them back and forth, and you go. There was no windshield washers or nothing like that on them. So, yeah, you can see his gun right there. Yeah, his pistol right there. But yeah. This is the 41 Willies MB. I have other trucks, obviously. I have they're all here. Most of them are. There's one. There's one down there. There's my Blazer, and there's a little Jeep I just had up here, and there's one up here. So I have all different style trucks. So, yep. But I'm done. I've spent enough money on RC stuff for now. The summer is all about I'll just trail ride these trucks. Then we will be I'll be doing some how-to videos on my with ATVs and UTVs. Get them going for the summer as well. So, yep, that's the plans. So, but that being said, guys, my next live is going to be around 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Is when I'll do the next one today, and I ain't gonna be in here much longer. Normally, the morning ones are short lives; they're not very long. I don't do them for that long. Especially, I have to get more people in to really, I got 9 watch, and I appreciate that. There was a time that if I had 9 in here, I'd stay on for hours, but got to get more people coming in. So then 2 o'clock, it seemed like 8:30 is the best time in the morning. And then yesterday I had really a lot of people come in, so I appreciate that. We got 12 in here now again, but yesterday I had, I don't know, when I got off, there's over 2,000 views by the time I got off, so. You just watch the analytics, pay attention to the analytics, and they tell you to look at that stuff. And you read your analytics, it'll tell you the best time to upload a video, best time to do like live stream, best time for your viewers. It almost tells you everything if you don't know how to work them. People accuse you of cheating and buying and, all this other crap on here. And no, you just got to pay attention to your analytics. They have these little webinars you can get on your dashboard. Just watch some things. They'll tell you how to get your channel going, and that's what I do now. I pay close attention to that stuff. They tell me the best time of the week to upload. They tell you, they do say upload, but they also tell you the best time. For me to do an upload video it seems like it's Wednesday, Thursday. Weekends, not too much because people are, they got their lives, they're doing other things. So the uploading the video on a weekend is not really advised. So if you do them like Wednesday to Friday, it's a good time. So for me, so yeah. And what's really cool about when I relocated this speed control, I put the power button. It's easy to get to now. I can just go like this. You can see the lights are on. Headlights are on. You can see all the lights are on. And yeah, I just put it right here. So I just hit the button and turn it on and off. So the other one was kind of hard to find up there. I was always screwing around trying to find it, turning it on. Now this one's so much easier. So yep, and it's out of sight. Yep. I got 9 watching, guys. I think at this point, guys, I'm going to back out of here for now. Like I said, I got to get my phone charged up again. 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time will be my next live. And if you're my favorite troll, thanks for coming and giving me a view. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, if you will, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates. It'd be awesome. I'm not a greedy person. I just learned how to play YouTube and do YouTube properly. That's what I've been doing. So thanks a lot for coming in, guys. This is Trail Rider 570 saying goodbye and God bless. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now. 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.